Greetings, welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jefficho. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Bonjour.
Oui, oui. So, hell of an episode, eh?
I think this was their take on a holodeck episode. Like, is this the Picard equivalent of the Royale or Fairhaven or something like that?
Oh, man. I would love a nice insult shot at Fairhaven.
Yes.
The Borg entered her. Defiled is what you are. Disgusting thing. Once they get the Borg inside them, there is no coming back. Your work is done. I need to see Maddox.
I called it last week. I feel like this is turning into dark matter, which I like dark matter, and this is a higher budgeted version.
I don't know enough about dark matter to comment, but
yeah,
it's doing something.
Well, it has Wesley. Initial thoughts?
I'm baffled. We're doing this right after, and when we got into the sort of getting into the middle of it here, when they
bring me Maddox.
Bring me Maddox.
Maddox.
It's a good thing he was practicing with the dog, right? See this? That's called foreshadowing.
Fais pas semblant de pas parler français, on s'est pratiqué.
I don't know if I liked this episode. It was a lot.
You're like, is this awful? I'm like, is this awful or is this great?
Yeah. Like, this was a lot.
Yeah.
Let's go through it and I'll see where I land.
Mind if I have another drink? It's a free planet.
So we had the planet Vergessen, Seven Domes, something or other.
Mm-hmm.
We got an eye extraction going, and
it's pretty fucking brutal.
It's like, I'm wondering, why is he not asleep? But I guess they're just dicks.
He's not a person, he's a Borg.
Yeah. And we learned that Icheb became a Starfleet officer, but I'm looking at him like, that's not the actor that played Icheb.
No, it's not.
So they're extracting Borg stuff from him. Seven breaks in, saves him, but then kills him.
Yes, I'm not 100% on that.
The medical equipment is right there.
I guess.
Lost an eye.
Maybe we could have said something about that. Maybe.
He's been through worse. I mean, his parents abandoned him to the Borg twice.
Yeah. And I was just doing a little reading, and apparently the original actor for Icheb was actually pretty creepy towards Jerry Ryan. He made like a lot of inappropriate comments and stuff, so she probably didn't want him back.
I don't understand that, because like, why not just bring him back as a Romulan, maybe related to her or something, because that would have been perfect. There you go. Speaking of which, we never saw Soji at all this episode.
No, this was I guess the first episode. No, the first episode didn't actually. This was the first episode that was entirely just following one story.
Chris, I mean, we could go to Vegas or we could go to Free Cloud because it's got robots and strippers.
It does. Vegas does not have robots that I'm aware of.
You just don't know the right places to go.
I guess not. I like how we don't have ad blocker.
Yeah.
Apparently that's just not a thing. And, I'm sorry, what's the elf's name?
Elnor?
Elnor's upset because he gets left out.
Yeah. Where's mine?
He's always the odd man out, right? Yeah. Literally, he grew up entirely with women.
I felt like there was some good comedy for him. I just didn't think it landed.
I thought it was, he's learning what lying is.
Yeah.
Because he would have absolutely no experience with lying.
He's very candor.
Agnes for the knockout.
Hey lady, you looking to get snake bit? Slither into Feely's Venom Garden and pick your poison.
We got those little ads jumping up. That was pretty amusing.
They seem to be somewhat targeted. Like, one of them knew that Raffi had a substance problem.
We've detected you're addicted.
Yeah.
Come on, later she tells us she's been clean for like at least a week, Chris.
Yeah, I swear. And you know her son's heard that shit before.
Yeah. We saw a few little gems down on the planet. Quarks bar.
We saw Quarks bar. We saw
Mott's.
Dabo wheel. And we saw Mott's hair emporium or something like that.
I'm just like,
oh, Mott has fallen far.
If you saw like the opening clip of our last video, like Mott's annoying as like he would not have a popular business.
I don't know, man. Like, Quarks, I believe, would be franchising, but I don't know what Mott's doing.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
I don't think Quark went to Freecloud. I think franchise.
Yeah.
Get to see Seven in Picard's study.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she's learned how to handle her booze.
Yeah, I was expecting her to have her drink and be like, so here's what I'm doing here. Yeah.
Did I tell you owe me a ship? So she's a ranger, which felt to me very Bevel on 5S because she patrols like the old neutral zone because it's gone.
Yeah.
And she does good, I guess, but dispenses law and justice and judge, jury, execution and everything.
We saw that.
Yeah,
We
did
did see that.
We did. Where did they think they were beaming her?
I feel like Picard kind of picked up on that at the end when she was asking for the phasers.
I
think he knew what she was going to do.
I think he got a hot chick's phone number and it's just like, yeah. Oh yeah, wherever. Beat me down.
Yeah.
So Raffi's looking at her son while her and Rios is talking about the Borg on the ship, having a conversation.
That was a weird scene to me. That I'm not sure. That was just.
Was that for like non-fans that haven't watched it forever?
That was just really awkward.
And just like
exposition.
Oh, yeah. I remember he used to be Borg in that episode in season 3.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, 7 of 9, the famous ex-Borg ranger from the Delta Quadrant. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why are you talking like this?
I don't write this shit.
Yeah.
This was directed by Frakes, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as I said for my Son Rosa review, just imagine how bad it could have been if it was anyone else.
Oh my god. They might have been having just too much fun with it. I feel like maybe that's what this was. Frakes was just like, no, Patrick, do it again.
Jonathan,
French.
We're going to wear costumes. I want an eye patch.
Yes. Yeah.
Put a feather in his hat.
Yes.
2 umbrellas.
2 umbrellas. Yeah, everything was over the top.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to use 7 as bait. Because Bedazzle.
Something like that. Also over the top.
Yeah. Just call yourself Bedazzle, come on. She likes her little Borg implants.
I guess. I immediately thought Deanna Troi when I saw her. Like, she has sort of the same look as a TNG Deanna Troi.
Yeah, I thought the actress like owned the role. Like right away I was just like, oh, like this seems like one of those actors is actually just spot on for like the character.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always a good part. And then we get Picard in his very French accent for a while.
Ooh, he just kept going with that. And you know Patrick Stewart is just, he's chewing the scenery with this.
Yeah.
He is having so much fun.
He's
having too much fun with it.
I need to practice because I want to talk like that at work all today and tomorrow and stuff.
She is not one of the new ones. The Borg entered her. She was a jeune fille. You are going to have to dice her up to get it all out.
That's going to be a popular cosplay option, this obnoxious French Picard.
There's still time, Chris. We can do this. That will be amazing. Oh, we're adding that to the list.
Okay.
Isn't Picard too recognizable?
Yes, that's another thing.
I didn't recognize you with the eye patch.
Yes.
You are the famous Admiral Picard.
Yeah, it's Clark Kent with the glasses.
Yeah.
Is like Superman.
Like she even said, like, "Oh, you're the famous Admiral."
Yeah.
Like
that who was on the news yelling about Starfleet like a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Raffi finds her son. He's not happy. I believe his name's Gabriel. She finds out she has a granddaughter, and like, I'm clean. And we see a very Romulan hairstyled Romulan.
I think that was the reason they went with the classic Romulan hairstyle is because I think they really wanted to gut punch that home.
Yeah.
This is like she's trying to be closer with her son. She's also trying to fight Romulans, and then there's her son with her Romulans. Like, oh no.
I mean, Chris, if you're like kind of fantasizing, dressing up as different characters for your girlfriend and stuff, like you wouldn't want her to skimp on the hairstyle.
No, that's
like,
important.
just have the point. No, like you gotta have the whole Romulan bitch like look to you. And he also calls her out on like her shit of like just ignoring them, which was like what I was telling you in the book. Because she's obsessed with the attack on Mars. It wasn't the Synths, Chris. There's a conspiracy, and she can't shut up about it. Even now, when she knows that's the sticking point for her son.
Romulans did Space 11.
You know, Mom, it always bothered me that you just wouldn't shut up about it. But I can't shut up about it.
It's important. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
And however long, I still haven't been able to prove it. Bejazzle, she knows Seven as Annika. I have a feeling they were lesbian lovers.
That really seems to be what they're going for there. I guess
we can't deny that Chakotay relationship was awkward.
Yes, it was awkward, and once you go Chakotay, apparently you're just kind of done with that shit.
You know, I felt the most chemistry was when she was just going to mate with Harry.
Yeah. Let's functionally do this and move on with our lives.
What is the nature of your psychiatric emergency? Your pulse and blood pressure are significantly elevated.
You scared the hell out of me.
I'd like to give you a sedative.
I don't need this.
I really enjoy that the medical doctor senses blood pressure and then activates. Like that's
it's very advanced. This is like an EMH Mark V kind of shit.
Yeah, they didn't do it off of Julian because genetically enhanced. But it would have been cool if it was.
Would have been cool.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, this is a model that didn't get used. It got scrapped, but I got it for free.
Yeah, right.
Then just have Bashir on there.
Prank people with it.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's a good way to bring Bashir in. Come on, guys. You got options.
I'm also very impressed that she managed to actually beam up the correct 5. We know she doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
You just said 5 to beam up in a crowded room, and it's the same thing we were talking about last time. They always know.
They always
just
know what to beam up and the numbers. I'm surprised they even bothered with 5 or whatever. I was like, just beam us up. Oh, I got all 5 of you.
Yeah. What if he said 7 to beam up, and 7 was one of the party members?
Then maybe just her?
Maybe just her.
The meeting starts to go south as 7 wants to kill the girl. And Rios, I think, started shooting people.
Well, he
got a bit messy
because the lizard guy had a gun around his wrist, so T took him out. Yeah,
he was really built up as something big and powerful, and
it just took a couple.
Just a little pew.
Easy.
Yeah,
easy.
You can smell a lie though, so we're gonna get you drunk. It'll kick in just when he starts. So I was like, oh, come on, guys, this timing's cheesy. So 7 beams up, talks to Picard, borrows some phasers, give him her number because that's sexy.
In case you ever need a vigilante.
Thank you.
Beams down, starts killing people.
Yeah, we rarely see our protagonists give in to the urge to just straight up murder someone.
Hello? Worf,
yes. He did that pretty much exactly in TNG.
He did that when his wife was killed. I mean, he kind of did it with Galron.
Yeah.
And then he shoved the responsibility at Chancellor.
Yeah.
Why don't you wear my one-eyed friend?
Hey, he was Chancellor for a solid 15-20 seconds.
Yeah.
Worf. But yeah, that's like, we're supposed to be rooting for 7. We're supposed to believe that she's found her humanity and she's doing good. And we see her doing something that's just plainly wrong. Like, we know that's not the Star Trek way of dealing with your issues.
Yeah, just gave up on Starfleet and became a ranger and started patrolling, and Starfleet doesn't stop that from happening, and the Romulans
we don't know that she was ever in Starfleet.
Oh, yeah, but she was on there. She had a comm badge.
Yeah.
She spent a lot of time on that ship, Chris.
I know.
They could have found a faster way home. They could have.
I know there's been a lot of yelling about Picard just being too dark, and I've been willing to deal with it from the Federation side. I don't think the Federation's really gone that dark. I think this is just a time coming from a time of absolute plenty, and this is a time of a lot of strife and chaos, and I don't think it's that bad. But it just 7 just nakedly and brazenly executing this person was a bit much for me.
Yeah, I mean, those phasers were pretty sweet. I like how fast they showed it.
And everyone else in the club is just clearly a stormtrooper. She's making no effort to dodge. She just da-di-da-di-da.
It's a good disintegration too. Nice and exploding.
This is for him.
We got our AI mum confirmed.
Yes, yeah.
It seemed logical. It seemed like what was the case.
Yeah.
Bruce is pretty dehydrated, not feeling well, so he gives Picard Soji's location. Shall artifact. US. And then talked about how there's a conspiracy theory and the Federation's behind it on the whole ban of synthetics. And he's made something perfectly imperfect perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, like, Agnes is, like, just kind of staring off, listening to the conversation. I'm like,
we know what's coming.
She's gonna kill him for some kind of reason. Probably because she prefers replicated cookies.
Yes. The superior cookie.
Yeah.
So sick of your
Rather than
shit.
burnt bullshit.
Yeah.
You got all the ingredients, but you still burnt it.
Mm-hmm.
Raffi came back. I like that. Like, oh, what about our little stowaway? I'm like, who's still away? Who do we got?
Did Seven come back?
Yeah. It's just Raffi. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Is she getting high again? I'm being clean.
She's just
for a
hiding in
week.
her room.
Yeah.
Go away. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Why don't you go have a mud bath? I hear they're very relaxing.
Mm.
That was our little twist.
Mhm.
Agnes is evil.
Well, she's extremely misinformed. I think Commodore O got to her, yeah.
As you read somewhere, the Fellowship has an elfin arranger now.
Yes, I saw that comment. Shout out to Reddit.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is walking the line of like cute references or just kind of insulting.
I don't know, man.
I feel like every episode now is just kind of throwing just a tiny little bit of something at you to keep you hooked.
I swear to God, Picard has said tea every single episode.
Yeah? Did he get tea today?
He did say tea today. He offered 7 tea and she took bourbon straight up.
Final thoughts.
Final thought. I feel like this one was a misstep for me. The show overall is still doing things that I like. This episode was too much. I don't know. Maybe I'll look back on it differently in a week. But my initial viewing reaction is this is the first one that's come out that I've been kind of on.
Yeah.
I'm not totally feeling it. I appreciate what they were going for. I think the goofy dress up holodeck episode just didn't really work with the tone of the rest of the series.
It's too recognizable.
yeah, that's that. And again, like, we were way too over the top. I know they gave in-universe reasons for being over the top.
Raffi, are you serious sending us down there looking like this?
Well, facers tend to dress very flamboyant, JL. It's protective coloration.
The costumes were over the top, the accent was over the top, honestly the brutality at the start was pretty over the top. Seven just outright murdering the lady, this one was too much for me.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they pulled back on other things. I mean, did anybody say fuck?
No, but they said shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, overall I was entertained. I'm still laughing at this episode. I don't know if I'm laughing with it. I'm laughing at it. Like, this is gonna be some reference jokes all day tomorrow for sure. That accent, man, that's glorious. Glorious accent.
Yeah.
Rios isn't the one I'm really worried about here. I'm more concerned with you two.
Oh, I thought that I looked appropriately sinister.
There was some strange writing in this one, I will say. Also, like, I didn't really get this meeting, the point of it. Like, they want Maddox, and then Tal Shiar sure takes a long time to get there.
Yes.
And then, we got time to, like, outbid them, be like, do you want this? But you're still gonna have to deal with the Tal Shiar, and, like, why did the Tal Shiar show up at the end? Like, yeah, it would have made sense, but who knows?
We'll see how it goes next week.
Yeah. I mean, I still had fun.
Yeah. I'm entertained. Well,
as always, thanks for watching.